7 on EA Sports. Returnable here for Davis. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's going to take a shot. He's got a man. Complete. 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Makes the score Chiefs 7, Vikings nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, Cook.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
The Viking ball carrier. He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On second down, it's Cook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 yards there, just like last play. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 18-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Cook on the toss left. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Returnable here for Davis. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good.
He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 more there and another first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Mahomes firing complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Check.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And again, it's Mahomes out to his left. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until a defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
21 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. On second down now, it's Cook. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're going to try and throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Harrison Butker to kick.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll run on first down. Cook. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
On first down, it's Cook. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Down at the 23-yard line.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Running for it, here's Cook. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. The try here for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Chiefs 21, Vikings 14.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will make it into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Hey, Rimley, Rimley. Mike, 55. Right there. Yellow.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 15-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Got some room at the 30, and he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On the move to his left, and incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Mahomes dropping one to Williams here. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
41-yard line.
On first down, Mahomes. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Mahomes to throw once more. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Mahomes now on first down, looking for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Second down and 10.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Now it's Mahomes again. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Hill, the intended receiver once again. And it's third down. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Switch up, switch up. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. Again, it's Cook. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give them a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And the Vikings 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Again, the ball carrier.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already. As they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Cook.
Down, Vikings.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Minnesota.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. On the crossing route, complete. It's Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr., his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
A 3rd quarter action from Kansas City. 2nd down and 10.
Here we go, D. It's just
To throw, it's Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 57 yards. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead.
The kick is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
21. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the magic touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First down, here's the run with Cook. And some space here. Cook able to escape. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 62 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28.
The game, 28 all.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We're back now in KC. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They go play action here on first down. That one complete to Hill. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
First down.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Cook, the ball carrier.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll run with a fullback hand and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
He's tackled at
the end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
On 3rd down, it's Cook. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First down.
They run again on first down. Cook, he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
First down, Minnesota.
On first down, it's Cook. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now a run with Cook. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. On the ground, it's Cook. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
They'll run for it. Cook. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Dalvin Cook turned away on 4th down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop.
Result of the play is a turnover.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2, escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot.
It's 4th down.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do...
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch tomorrow.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Mahomes. That's who is running back, Edwards-Helaire.
Mahomes pass.
5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Back to throw, Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The final pick in this year's first round. This is Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
To throw is Mahomes. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Williams. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. He missed his only attempt earlier. This time he's going for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Kansas City, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.